Good morning, I'm Danielle Knox, and welcome to The Balancing Act. Today, some economical and convenient ways to add more seafood to your diet. Also, a fun and practical new bath product your kids will love. All that and more great stuff today on The Balancing Act. Well, today we are sampling some delicious items made from Serrini Seafood, more commonly known as imitation crab meat or crab-flavored seafood. It's 100% heart-healthy, omega-3 rich seafood. It's made with real fish. I'm here with Chef Mark Ross, and he's here to share with us some great recipe ideas using TransOcean's Crab Classic Serrini Seafood. Mark, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
You know, I think what happens is a lot of people hear imitation crab meat, boop, boop, the red light goes off because they're not really sure what that means. Can you shed some light on that for us?
Well, sure. You know, most people know the word imitation crab, but the name has been changed to Serrini Seafoods. And Serrini is nothing more than minced wild Alaskan pollock. And the Serrini Seafoods are made from wild Alaskan pollock.
So it's real fish.
Real fish.
I love the fact that it's, you know, heart healthy, omega-3s, all of these wonderful things, lots of protein.
Low fat. No fat,
right.
cholesterol, and a great source of protein.
A lot of moms out there who watch our show every day, and what they want to know is, how can we incorporate this into our everyday cooking? And you got to make it fast and easy, Mark.
Right. Well, you know, it's fully cooked.
Okay.
So you can add it to any of your favorite recipes, hot or cold. It's just an easy product to use. It's what I like to call simple seafood. What
about the sustainability or safety of, what do we need to know about Serrini in that respect?
Well, you know, wild Alaskan pollock is certified as sustainable by the Marine Stewardship Council. And as I mentioned earlier, it's fully cooked. It's also pasteurized. So you don't have to worry about the issues with raw food.
Right, you don't have to worry about handling it because it's fully cooked and all of that kind of stuff.
Right.
Here's the thing. I've been waiting since you first started talking, not that I wasn't paying attention, to get to the food. Because for me, that's the big issue and that is the big deal. I know with a lot of us moms out there, so talk to me about these dishes we have here. They look so great. They look like they were hard to prepare, but they weren't, right?
Well, they're no. And remember, it's simple seafood. So a quick and easy tossed salad for lunch.
Right.
You know, a pasta salad, a store-bought pasta salad, and we added the Crab Classic flakes to it. And how about, you know, it's a spinach and artichoke dip.
One of my favorite things in the world.
So easy to use, and for entertaining, you know, remember, keep it simple. Spend more time with your guests. Cream
spinach and just some surimi added to that. I love that. Coming down to this side of the table, here's the thing I love. My kids can eat macaroni and cheese 24/7 every single meal, but you found a way to make it a little bit healthier.
Well, you know, what better way to get a child to try something new than to hide it in their favorite food? So yeah, macaroni and cheese, again, it's a good source of omega-3s. It's low fat, no fat, low cholesterol, and a great source of protein.
I love the hiding, and I know your kids like the pizza, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, see, pizza and macaroni and cheese, the two things kids love.
Yes.
The things moms love, affordability. Talk to me about pricing.
Well, you could pick up the 8-ounce Crab Classic for around $3 in most major retailers.
That's what I was going to ask you. I think if, you know, if we wanted to purchase this, some people might think, well, where can I find this? But it's available pretty much everywhere, right?
It's available in all major retailers, and it is located in the seafood section, the fresh seafood counter.
All right, we like that. Mark Ross, thank you so much for sharing these wonderful recipes with us.
Well, thank you.
Would you like to share a little more?
Yes.
Can I take this home with me?
Go right ahead.
Because I don't want to cook tonight.
Go right ahead.
All right, Mark Ross, we appreciate you. Thank you. And for more information on these recipes, you can visit thebalancingact.com. All right, coming up next, all about a new low-dose menopausal hormone therapy that just might change your life.
Hi, I'm Kathy Peterson. Did you know that women who are going through menopause are impacted daily by unbearable symptoms? Some women are reluctant to go through hormone therapy because they don't know what the new guidelines, new perspectives, and new options are. Here to educate us on the current state of hormone therapy is Dr. Holly Thacker, director of the Women's Health Center at Cleveland Clinic Foundation. She's married and has 3 sons and has authored the empowering, entertaining, and educational book, Women's Health, Your Body, Your Hormones, Your Choices, a Cleveland Clinic Guide. Welcome, Dr. Thacker.
Hi, Kathy.
Let's go back a few years. Back in 2002, there were some contradictory reports about hormone therapy. What was that all about?
Well, I really think that the baby boomer generation of women should be hopping mad because they've really had their menopausal experience and options somewhat negatively altered by this preventive study. It was a very scientific study, but it was unscientifically interpreted.
Really?
It was a preventive study. It was not a menopausal study. And it was a study of much older women, and they couldn't even really have menopausal symptoms to get in. And so there were risks, although they're basically in the rare category, even for those older women without symptoms who don't even need treatment.
Yeah, and everybody has different symptoms and different issues with menopause. Some have extreme conditions, some of them have very, very minimal, right?
Yes, it can be very individual experience. And that's why I wrote my book, because I was so alarmed by otherwise smart and savvy women seeing otherwise good doctors being told stupid things about hormone therapy and the risk being exaggerated.
Yeah.
But one thing we did learn on a positive note is one size does not fit all. We do want to use lower doses if we can, and definitely individualized therapy.
That's very important.
Absolutely.
Because we all are different. We all have our own issues.
And one size does not fit all. And for hot flashes, which are kind of the hallmark of menopausal symptoms, we have a number of FDA-approved treatments. And I like to emphasize FDA-approved.
Okay.
Because what happened is when this news hit, women stopped their prescription therapies, but were still having horrible symptoms. So they had to turn somewhere. So where did they turn? They turned many times to unregulated groups that were offering compounded, mixed up therapies, and they were being told, oh, no risk. Well, there's always a potential risk. So at midlife, it's a great time to kind of take stock of all of your symptoms, your family history, your personal history.
Right.
Now, one of the risks with hormone therapy that is definite is the risk of blood clot. But one way that we've been trying to get around that risk is there's been some recent research suggesting that the transdermals may have a lower risk of blood clot because they avoid going through the mouth and stomach and liver.
Okay.
And we do have some new therapies that can be individualized to different doses and applied to the skin.
Okay, so there are a lot of different options. Can you talk through us a little bit about that?
Well, we first had orals, then we moved into the patch, but a lot of times the patch doesn't stay on, or maybe it irritates the skin.
And especially in a humid area of the country.
Like Florida.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of times it won't stay on. And so there's been gels. And the newest gel is DivaGel. And it comes in little foil packages. And there's 3 different doses. So as a physician, that's what I like, because I might want to use a very low dose on a woman who's maybe older, over age 60, or as a younger woman, maybe especially a woman who's had a hysterectomy or a woman who's having horrible hot flashes, I might want to start with a higher dose.
Right.
So it's nice to have different options. And it just comes in little foil packages that has the exact dose that you just apply on the skin, on the thigh.
Just rub it in?
Just a tiny bit, and it rubs in and dries within a minute.
Oh,
so
that's wonderful.
Kind of part of your beauty routine.
Very good. Very nice
We
to
have
know.
vaginal products. We have combination therapies. So certainly one size does not fit all. If you're a woman who's had a hysterectomy, we generally just use estrogen.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about the risks and the benefits of hormone therapy.
Well, currently, estrogen is the only FDA-approved therapy to treat hot flashes.
Okay.
We've got some alternatives on the horizon, and certainly there's a small group of women who may not be able to take estrogen, and we have some options for those women. But all the other therapies, you know, a lot of women going into their doctor's office with horrible hot flashes, can't sleep, are written a prescription for antidepressants.
Oh, my goodness.
And I mean, antidepressants are fine medicines, and they do help depression, but
But that's not the cure, is
If you're
it?
not depressed and you're having hot flashes and you can't sleep and you're having brain fog,
Oh, wow.
I think it's an insult to be given a medicine that's not really treating the underlying symptoms.
Right.
And women should really educate themselves about what their options are, and they should really go in and see a practitioner that focuses on menopause and really has the latest updated information.
Right, and your book probably has a lot of that information in it.
And of course I've got to update it because we continue
Probably
to
every
have
year, I would say.
new information. And so certainly there's some websites that women can go to.
Okay, can you tell
that
us where
be
we can go
helpful.
and find out more information about menopausal problems and hormonal therapy?
The North American Menopause Society, which is menopause.org, is an organization that's devoted totally to menopause, which is a natural life event.
Okay.
And it has lots of good health information, lots of different options, as well as a list of providers that are certified menopause practitioners.
Right.
At the Cleveland Clinic, our women's health website, clevelandclinic.org/women's health, is another great site for information. And information about this newest low-dose transdermal estrogen, DivaGel.
Okay.
Their website is divagel.com.
Thank you, Dr. Thacker. It was great information and great talking to you.
DivaGel is not for everyone. Patients who have had vaginal bleeding, certain cancers, blood clots, liver problems, stroke or heart attack, or are pregnant should not use estrogen. Estrogen may increase risk of uterine cancer, breast cancer, heart disease, heart attack, stroke, blood clot, or dementia, and should be used at the lowest possible dose for the shortest time based on treatment goals and risks. Common side effects include vaginal yeast infection, breast tenderness, and vaginal bleeding. DivaGel is available only by prescription, so talk to your healthcare provider to see if DivaGel is right for you. For more information on DivaGel, call 1-800-654-2299 or visit www.divagelus.com.
Coming up, don't sacrifice taste for nutrition when picking up healthy lunch meat for your family. A heart-ease suggestion is next. All right, well, it's a simple filling for a sandwich. It's an easy-to-serve choice for parties and family gatherings, and it tastes good. What are we talking about here? We're talking about lunch meat, of course, and it truly is a staple in my household. And this is one of the most popular and convenient foods ever made. And today we're going to take a look at a new line from Healthy Ones, and here to show us some delicious recipes is nutritionist and author of Cholesterol Down, Dr. Janet Brill. Janet, thank you so much for being here with us today. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
You know, here's the thing. Sometimes as parents, we want to prepare foods for our kids and our families that taste good, but then it may not be as healthy as it needs to be. What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Healthy Ones, which is a new line of truly healthy lunch meat, and you don't have to sacrifice taste for nutrition. You can feed the whole family with delicious tasting lunch meats and deli meats.
And I think that's a great thing, because one of the other things about Healthy Ones is that it's certified by the American Heart Association. What is the American Heart Association, and what does that certification mean?
Well, the Healthy Ones lunch meats and deli meats carry this very prestigious American Heart Association heart check mark, which shows you and tells you that the American Heart Association has actually screened and verified the lunch meats and meat products so that you're ensured that they are low in saturated fat and cholesterol.
I do look for that American Heart Association seal, and the thing I love is the fact that
The heart check mark.
Yep, the heart check mark. There is no saturated fat or lower saturated
Lower.
fat. The dietary cholesterol is down, not a lot of salt, and I know that Healthy Ones is low in all three of these.
That's correct.
So
and
that's
these
a
are
great thing.
ingredients that we do want to cut back on for
Right.
heart health.
Okay.
And you have to understand that Healthy Ones is cooked in a process where they slow roast it, so it seals in the natural juices, and it's not over salted, so the true taste of the meat comes out, and it's not being masked by the excess
Okay,
salt.
guess what? You're making me hungry.
Okay.
So let's get to the food.
Sounds good to me.
And this is wonderful, because I know for me as a parent, I find myself sometimes making the same things over and over again. We'll do sandwiches for lunch 5 days a week. But these are some really great lunch and dinner ideas that are healthy.
Delicious and nutritious for the entire family.
Absolutely. So what do we have here?
Well, the first one is a paella, but in this case, we've added a smoked sausage to give it a little extra pep there, and a delicious and beautiful, don't you think,
It's
dish
gorgeous.
visually.
So what do we have here?
Well, this is a corn salad with the mesquite chicken breast. And what you can do is go into the deli and buy a 1-inch block of the mesquite chicken breast and then cube it and put it on your salad, making it really a versatile way of using this lunch meat.
Oh,
deli
that's
meat.
wonderful. And this is my staple, the sandwich.
Right, ham sandwich,
Yep,
sandwich,
that is
but
my
we
staple.
jazzed it up with some healthy apple there as well, a whole grain bread.
Which is great. And the thing that we know kids will eat all day long
Kids love
is pizza.
mini pizzas. But here we spruce this up, again, with the smoked sausage. So the kids will love that.
And you know, my kids, Janet, I have to tell you, they love hot dogs, but I'm always
kid doesn't?
concerned. But I'm concerned about,
Yeah.
you know, with hot dogs, what exactly am I giving you? But that's not the case here with Healthy Ones.
Well, again, lean meats and low in cholesterol and saturated fat. So these are good for your kids, and they taste great, and kids love hot dogs. And look what we did here.
Made a
Some
little
kid-friendly hot
smiley
dogs.
face with the hair and the ears and all of that. Yep.
Don't you love little pretzel sticks
It's
in there?
very, very nice. But what makes all of these deli meats, hot dogs, and sausages so special?
I think because they taste great,
Yeah.
first of all, and they're healthy. They are healthy.
We like that. So if people want to find out more about these yummy recipes, where can they do that?
They can go to the website, the Healthy Ones website, which is healthy-ones.com. And all these recipes are on there, as well as a coupon for any Healthy Ones product.
Sounds good. I'm going to make that paella.
Yeah,
I
it
promise.
looks good,
Okay, it
doesn't
does. Dr. Janet Brill, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And stay tuned. You're watching The Balancing Act right here on Lifetime Television. Next, Splish Splash, Take a Bath, an ultra-gentle cleansing sponge for kids. Stay with us.
We're all racing against the clock these days, and finding time for fitness is a challenge for everyone, including me. With a busy schedule and the mother of a 7-year-old, I am always looking for shortcuts. And one easy way to save time on your workouts is to incorporate compound movements. Compound movements train your upper body and lower body simultaneously. They're an excellent way to increase your heart rate, so you do get a cardiovascular benefit. They also train major muscles in your body that help increase your resting metabolism. And in addition, they burn a lot of calories. So 2 of my favorite exercises, the squats with the bicep curl. You're going to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, and squatting, you're going to do bicep curls, keeping your abdominals tight. You're going to do about 12 to 15 of those. And then doing plie squats with upright rows. You're going to plie down, and then leading with your elbows, you're going to do an upright row. And again, plies with upright rows. Do about 12 to 15 of those. And if you incorporate these time-saving fitness strategies into your workout, you'll get fitter, firmer, faster.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to The Balancing Act. I'm here with Kathy Peterson, and back on the show with us today as well is Jennifer Gatens, representing Sponge Tech.
How are you?
Hey, Jennifer, good to see you. We also have Kathy Johnson, who is a mother of 2. Hey, Kathy.
Hi.
Thanks for being here with us.
All right, ladies, let's face it, getting the kids in the bath can be a chore. Jennifer, tell us a little bit about Sponge Tech. And this product is actually for ages 3 and up, correct?
That's correct, absolutely. Sponge Tech has invented a new sponge called Puddle Pals. And with Puddle Pals, you're going to get 3 sponges per pack. You're going to get a duck, you're going to get a fish, and you're going to get a turtle.
Cute.
And so what you're getting within these sponges is a multiple delivery system, which is going to give you soap, shampoo, and an odor inhibitor all within one sponge.
Oh, wow.
So it's a really fantastic product. Kids love it, and it's also paraben and perfume free.
That's wonderful.
Paraben and perfume free?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I need because my daughter has very sensitive skin. So that's a must in my house.
Absolutely.
And how many baths can we get out of one sponge?
You can get up to 8 baths out of one.
Wow.
Oh, I love that idea because, you know, I think for me, though, if I'd have to say I had a concern, my only concern would be, yeah, you're going to get 8 baths out of one sponge, but are you going to have bacteria build up on that sponge?
No, actually, the Puddle Pals inhibit bacteria growth, and so without the bacteria, obviously, you're not going to have the odor which you sometimes get with sponges. That's not a problem here.
And sensitive skin, what about that? Because I know you said your daughter has very sensitive skin.
She does, she does.
All my boys have sensitive skin as well.
Well, it's perfume free and it's also paraben free. We really designed this because we understand how sensitive a child's skin can be, and we really wanted to showcase a product that addressed that.
Right. And Kathy, I'm wondering, you know, you have that 3-year-old. I'm sure she's getting to be quite independent herself. This has got to be a great, fun toy almost. Plus, you know, it's a cleansing sponge. You can teach your child how to be independent and bathe herself, correct?
That's exactly what I'm thinking because my daughter's 3 and she wants to be independent, but she has a hard time staying focused. So something like this will let her stay focused on the task, but have fun while she's doing it. And the other thing I'm thinking is because it's preloaded with the shampoo, there's one battle I don't have to fight where she's pouring too much shampoo into her wash bottle.
Yeah, making a big mess.
So that alone would be a savior.
That's a wonderful
And
thing.
Jennifer, you know, we're talking about using one hand. I would think that this would be ideal for autistic children because they oftentimes have trouble focusing as well.
Absolutely. We actually give money with the Darryl Strawberry Foundation, and we work with our children because, you know, as an autistic child, you have problems with hand-eye coordination sometimes. And with this, it's kind of a one-step process, and they really feel like they're doing something, and they're being independent, and, you know, they're doing it themselves and having fun, which is important.
Right, and it seems like so much fun. Now, these are actually smaller than what we have already wet. So they actually increase in size, which is ideal for small hands.
It is.
Absolutely. You're getting 20% larger once it's in the water.
Yeah, this is the perfect size for my daughter's little hands. Perfect.
Now, what happens when you're done bathing? Because once you're done with this, do you set it out to dry and it dries, or what's the situation?
Yes, you just simply leave it at the bathtub or wherever you put the toys away for bath time, and it air dries, so there's no problem with that. Ready for next bath.
Okay, very, very quickly, Jennifer, where can we find out more about Puddle Pals?
Absolutely. You can go to the website at www.spongetech.com, and we'll take care of you right there.
Sounds like fun.
All righty. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
And I'm Danielle Knox. And for Kathy Peterson, we want to say thank you today for joining us right here on The Balancing Act. All righty. Coming up tomorrow, a motivating woman who speaks to women all around the world on how to overcome the obstacles to success and grow both personally and professionally. These stories and much more when we see you next time on The Balancing Act. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Air travel for The Balancing Act provided by Southwest Airlines.